Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome along from Imola for the 28th time in the Formula One World Championship. We're racing at the Autodromo Enzo e Dino Ferrari. For the first time, it is the Emilia Romagna World Championship Grand Prix. 70 years of this Formula One World Championship were celebrated, and we can come back to a classic old school circuit for round 13 of this season and the 100th Formula One Grand Prix to take place in Italy. At the most ancient remaining map of the city of Imola, drawn in 1502, just after 3 o'clock, by Leonardo da Vinci, nonetheless. What a glorious place this is to come and visit, and also to come and watch motor racing, tinged always, of course, with the memories of 1994 and the tragic loss of Roland Ratzenberger and Ayrton Senna that weekend, and the horrific accident that affected Rubens Barrichello as well. The track is very different now, though, in 2020, 3.05 miles long, and for the first time ever here at Imola, we have one DRS zone as well on the run down to the Tamburello chicane. 19 corners, 10 to the left and 9 to the right, and here is the Tamburello chicane in 2001. Juan Pablo Montoya and Jarno Trulli going wheel to wheel through that particular section of track. Let's fast forward to Tosa, turn 7. Montoya and Schumacher. Schumacher said he didn't see Montoya trying to come round the outside. Montoya said he must have been blind. And Montoya onto the grass and losing ground and eventually losing the race to Schumacher. At the Variante Alta, 2001, Fernando Alonso with brake failure and out of the race there on the 5th lap. 3 tyre compounds for this weekend. C2 is the hard, C3 is the medium, C4 is the soft, and so far this weekend the team's pretty happy with the way the tyres are performing. That medium about 0.6 of a second slower per lap than the soft tyre is. The hard we might see for 1 or 2 of the drivers during the race. Here's the grid then, 74th front row lockout for Mercedes, and it's pole for Valtteri Bottas, a 15th career pole, ahead of his teammate Lewis Hamilton. Second row, it's Max Verstappen and Pierre Gasly, third on the grid for the 6th time in 10 races for Max Verstappen. And the top 4 all have won races this season. Ricciardo starts 5th, Alex Albon starts 6th. 4 of the current or former Red Bull drivers are 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th on the grid. Then comes Charles Leclerc and Danny Kvyat. Lando Norris out-qualifies Carlos Sainz for only the 2nd time in 8 races. McLaren line up 9 and 10. Sergio Perez outside the top 10 starts 11th alongside Esteban Ocon. It's George Russell, Q2 for the 8th time in 2020, and out qualifying Sebastian Vettel for the 2nd weekend in a row, ahead of Lance Stroll and Roman Grosjean, who starts 16th. Kevin Magnussen in the other hat, just behind his teammate with Kimi Raikkonen for company. And the final row of the grid, Nicholas Latifi and Antonio Giovinazzi starting a race in his home country for the 3rd time this season.